And SAPS officials will appear yet again before Parliament's Standing Committee on Public Accounts on allegations of corruption at Eskom. Last month, SCOPA heard testimony on issues relating to organised crime at the embattled power utility. SAPS officials told the Accounts Committee that no politicians are being investigated as part of their probe at Eskom. Now, Eskom former CEO Ruyter had implicated an unnamed senior politician in corruption at the company prior to his departure from the utility earlier this year. The Accounts Committee seeks to determine whether it should launch an inquiry into the allegations or not. Newzroom Afrika's Athi Mtongana is following the proceedings for us and joins us now live for a preview. Athi, good morning to you. What are some of the expectations?
A very good morning to you, Mpho. Well, of course, as you've mentioned, SCOPA is looking at whether they should institute an inquiry to look at those damning allegations that were made by Eskom's former group CEO, Ruyter. In fact, when the Minister of Public Enterprises, Pravin Gordhan, appeared before SCOPA, there was talk about the book that Mr. Ruyter has penned since his departure at the power utility. And in that book, of course, he goes into detail with regards to those allegations that he made in a TV interview, because this is where all of this stems from. That's why SCOPA felt the need as an oversight committee that is going to be basically trying to look at what actually has been happening at Eskom. That's part of their oversight role, Mpho. And so they will be considering whether they should institute an inquiry or not. And of course, having an inquiry means going the route of getting various witnesses to come and provide oral or be it written testimony under oath. They have been trying to get hold of Mr. Ruyter to return once again before the Standing Committee on Public Accounts. You will recall his last appearance came to much of a displeasure to the members of SCOPA who are not satisfied with the responses he gave, particularly with regards to naming those senior official bearers who he claims are benefiting from the sabotage, the cartels in Mpumalanga, and all the financial irregularities that are taking place at the power utility. So they really want to get to the root cause of those issues, and they want him to name those individuals. But he said before SCOPA that he will not be naming anyone because he does not want to be subject to further litigation. This also includes the security advisor to President Cyril Ramaphosa, Sydney Mufamadi, who appeared not so long ago before SCOPA on the same allegations that were made by Ruyter, and he was also saying that he does not want to make mention of those individuals, of course, citing various reasons before the committee, which the committee actually understood. They were very polite and cordial with their engagement with Sydney Mufamadi in particular, but they do want to call Mr. Ruyter back. But today, as you've mentioned, the South African Police, the Commissioner, is going to be back before SCOPA, but it's also interesting that they're singling out Brigadier Burger because his name has been brought about many a times during this particular route of SCOPA, trying to uncover what it is that Mr. Ruyter really speaks to when he makes those damning allegations, especially in light of the current energy crisis. So they feel it important that they really get to the bottom of what is causing a collapse with that power utility.
Very well, Athi Mtongana giving us a snippet of what will happen around this matter and, of course, the expectations.